For a long time, you believed love could change a person. You thought if you gave enough, sacrificed enough, held on long enough, they would finally see your worth and rise to meet you. You convinced yourself that your tears, your cries, even your silence would be enough to awaken something inside them. But life has a way of teaching lessons the hard way. And one of the hardest truths you've had to face is this: you cannot change someone who does not want to change. No amount of pleading, no amount of loving, no amount of waiting can make them transform. Change never comes because you demand it. It only comes when they are ready, when life humbles them, when time itself grows heavy on their shoulders and forces them to face who they really are. Now, you know the pain of realizing this. That heavy feeling in your chest when you finally accept that all your efforts are not enough to shift someone who is determined to stay the same. You know, it feels like you are redrowning while they stand still watching, and maybe part of you has asked, what's wrong with me? Why isn't my love enough? But here's the truth, honey. Their unwillingness to grow is not your failure. Their resistance is not your responsibility. You are not the author of their awakening. That is a chapter they must write on their own. What is your responsibility is you, your healing, your growth, your peace, your future. At some point, you must stop asking, when will they change? And start asking, when will I choose myself? Because the most important transformation will never be in them. It will be in you. So when you stop trying to change them, you change yourself. You grow stronger. You become wiser. You discover your worth again. You stop shrinking to fit into the space they gave you. And instead, you take up all the space you were always meant to claim. So don't lose yourself. Wait for someone else's breakthrough. Don't let your light dim because someone else refuses to see it. They will change when life makes them change, or maybe they never will. But either way, you cannot put your dreams, your joy, your soul on hold for someone who isn't ready. Your time is too precious. Your journey is too important. Your light is too valuable. Live for you, grow for you, heal for you, because the moment you choose yourself, you'll realize you were never waiting for them to change. You were waiting for you to step into your power. And remember the promise of scripture. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. Their season may not be now, but yours is. Step into it. It doesn't roll. It whispers. It slips off the tongue like it was nothing. But nothing is ever nothing. A lie is a seed. Once planted, it grows. It grows roots. It grows walls. It grows into something you can't control. And once spoken, you don't just tell the lie. You live inside it. You carry the weight of keeping it alive. Betrayal doesn't arrive like lightning. It comes like water against stone. A slow erosion, a steady breaking. Trust doesn't shatter in an instant. It crumbles piece by piece. While the betrayed holds on and not knowing the foundation is already gone. Cheating is never freedom. Cheating is the illusion of winning. It's reaching for shortcuts, grabbing prizes you never earned, pretending you can take without giving. But when you cheat, you don't just steal from others, you rob your own self. You carve away at your own reflection until you can no longer meet your own eyes in the mirror. Cheating promises gain but delivers emptiness. It strips you of peace. It burns away dignity and leaves you only a hollow echo. And so you defend. You defend the cracks in your fortress. Guard the mask on your face. Raise your voice. Speed up your words. Shift blame anywhere but yourself. Every question feels like an attack. Every suspicion feels like a weapon. But the truth is not your enemy. It is your shadow. It follows you, waits for you, presses against every wall you build. The truth is very patient. The truth never dies. And when the walls fall, and they always fall, the mask slips, the silence, breaks, and the very lie you thought would protect you becomes the sword that cuts you down. You are not destroyed by others, you are destroyed by yourself, by the weight of your choices, by the prison you built with your own hands. Because nothing stays hidden forever, not in shadows, not in silence. Everything you do is recorded, not in books, not in courts, but in the roots of the earth, in the memory of the wind, in the silence of the trees. If the plants, if the trees, if nature itself judged you, then karma and time will stand as witnesses. Every word is a seed. Every choice takes root. Every betrayal plants something in the soil of tomorrow. And one day, the harvest comes. The truth will rise. The lie will wither. And karma will deliver what was earned. And that is justice. That is balance. That is karma.